Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So what's up with my yarny peeps today? What's everybody doing? So I got some new yarn today from Lionbrand that they had new that I'd never seen before, and sometimes it's so hard for me to keep up with the yarn company. Sometimes they get on a new yarn kick and they just start pumping them out. Looks like Lionbrand's starting to do that right now. So I got two of their new yarns, and then I noticed last night that they had some more. The making of this video, which is today is 1/2/2021. They had a couple more, so I had to get those too. So I will review them when they come. So right now I'm just going to show you these. There's only two new yarns in here, but they had me whenever I seen them on their site because they were both sparkly. If you know anything about me, I love sparkly yarn. One of my favorites, but not all sparkle yarn is good, so we will see what this is. I get so excited to see a new yarn that I've never touched before, never seen in real life, only on a screen. Yeah. Okay, it's what I'm looking at it on screen. Generally I can get a good feel of what the yarn is going to look like, and other brands that have similar yarns, and I can tell right now that this is going to be a yarn that I think has a couple other companies might have similar yarns to it. Oh, there's three yarns in here that are new. No prices. No prices. Now I gotta look this up. Okay. I'll look it up. Lionbrand. Give me a second here. Okay, so first we'll start out with this one because a lot of people asked me to get it and review it, and when I seen it on their site, it reminded me of a yarn that you can buy at Hobby Lobby. So this is their Moroccan Knights. I hope I said that right. So let's go ahead and read about it. It says it's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 273 yards / 250 meters, and they classify it as a lightweight 3. Oof, that's a really, really lightweight 3. That would be extremely lightweight for me to be able to. I would more consider that let me check out some more, but we'll keep going. It's 98% acrylic and 2% polyester. Machine wash on gentle cycle and tumble dry on low. The color I have here is called Scarab, and made in PRC, which is the People's Republic of China. So it's made in China. So this reminds me right off when I first look at it. It reminds me of Hobby Lobby's Dazzling yarn, I think is what it's called. I don't have any here, or I would show you. It looks like a little bit thinner version of that. Let's open up the other colors and see if they're all the same. Now, the color on the screen for this one definitely looks different than the color that it's showing here on their site. It looks much deeper colored as opposed to this one. I wouldn't even have guessed that is the color that I have. It looks nothing like it does on the website. Nah. I mean, the way the yarn is, it looks like it, but I mean, color wise, when I first saw it, I'm like, I think they should be the wrong color, but no, they don't look like that. Okay, we'll move on. I got a few colors. This one But they are, I guess, different colors in the center. Let me dump them all out. This one's called Sultan, the color. Let's look at it on the screen. I'm just trying to see if their website's accurate, because a lot of times their website the picture on the website makes the yarn look so much better than what it looks like in person. Now, I do have to say that I am not affiliated with Lionbrand at all. I bought this yarn myself. I paid a full price, and I do not have affiliated links to where if you buy the yarn, I make money. I don't care if you buy it. I only tell you my honest opinion on the yarn that I buy from any company, because I'm not affiliated with any company. Therefore, I'm going to tell you really what I think about this. Okay, so as I'm saying right now, this one also looks nothing like the picture that they portray it to be on their website. Again, I would not even think that this is the same yarn that I have. None of these look like that. Okay, but, you know, looks is one thing. I'll go over the feel of it in a minute. I'm just going to show you the colors of it. Now, this one is pretty. Probably the prettiest one. Now, the color of this one is called Lamp. Again, looks nothing like the picture on the website, but it actually looks prettier. It's darker. It's just, it doesn't look anything like what they portray it to be. But this one's pretty. It's my favorite so far because it's brown. I got one more color. Yeah, one more color here. I'm just trying to see how they look. Sometimes, you know, things look different, like I said, in person. Did I already do that one? Yeah. What the heck's this one? See, I can't even tell which ones they are. Magic Carpet. Magic Carpet. Oh my gosh. I don't mean to laugh, and I'm not dogging Lionbrand at all, but the pictures that they portray these to be on their website are not at all what you will receive. That's, out of the 4 colors that I bought, not one I could have told you what the name. I couldn't even have picked it out on their website by looking at the picture, because they were so different. The website of this one, it shows dark blue and purple yarn, and this is what I get. Now, I know there's a little bit of dark blue and purple right there, but that's not what the... Wow. Okay, so first off, we'll say the colors are not accurate with their website. So if you're looking on their website, I looked on there and I'm like, man, those are some beautiful, beautiful colors. They are very pretty. You get them here, I couldn't tell you which one was which by looking at the website. They're not accurate. Okay, well, mine are not accurate anyways. And like I said, I know that they're wound different ways, but I mean, this one, it's almost laughable how much it does not look like the pictures that they show. I mean, I'm sad to say. Okay, but enough about that. So, right off, the pictures are wrong on the website. They make them look very, very much more attractive than what they really are in real life. Although, softness factor is nothing special. I give it an average rating. I would wear a scarf out of it, but it's not the softest yarn I've ever felt. It's definitely not the worst. So, you know, if I had to compare it to something, you know, sometimes some colors feel, I can't tell which ones are which. They all, some of them look really similar. Okay, so some colors feel a little bit softer than others, but man, if I was, that's not. Okay, I had high hopes for this one. I really did. I'm like, man, this is so pretty. It's on the website. The colors are so rich. They're so sparkly, and I get it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this stuff? Okay. The brown one is actually a little softer than the rest. The rest are not the greatest. I'm trying to find a yarn that I would compare the softness factor to, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to say Red Heart Super Saver. It's not really that soft. I mean, it's not the softest yarn, or not the worst feeling yarn I've ever felt, but neither is Red Heart Super Saver. Maybe it'll soften up after a wash. I don't know. It might be a bit better. Maybe it's Super Saver-ish. Maybe Red Heart with love. Maybe. I'm not going to give it much more than that. So this is what it looks like. It's 2 strands spun together with a sparkle of color. So I can probably say it's going to split easily. Only with me, my experience with yarn is it's very, it is a 3-weight, but it's a lightweight 3. So some of these are thicker than others. So these are $5.99 a piece. $5.99 a piece, okay, for 273 yards of almost it's a 98 acrylic, 2% polyester blend. I'm sorry, Lionbrand. I'm not buying that again. Okay, and I can tell you why I'm not going to buy it again. The colors, I don't like them. They're not a reflection of the website that it shows. Like I said, I do know that there are, even inside where it shows that purple and blue, it looks nothing like the picture. Like I said, I would never have been able to pick any of these out by looking at their picture. The feel is not as I would have hoped. The look is not, it looked like what I thought it would look like, which is Hobby Lobby's Bedazzled yarn, I think it's what it's called, or dazzling yarn. But it's super thin, and if you like lightweights, though, it might work for you. It does appear that it's going to be a splitter. The colors do fade a bit, as you can tell. Okay, I'm not going to make anything out of this, just for the simple fact that, I'm sorry, okay, this isn't really a review. I'm just trying to tell you about the new yarn that I got. I'm not particularly a big fan of this one. I would never buy it again. The reason why is I'm not a fan of it is the colors are nothing like they show. I thought I was expecting rich, deep, dark colors. That's not what I got. I was expecting some super sparkly, beautiful colored yarn. That's not what I got. The softness factor is just not the greatest that I've ever felt. And it's really a lot thin, very, very thin, lightweight 3. And I cannot use anything very thin. It hurts my hands to do that. Therefore, that would be another reason I don't like it. I think they need to update their pictures on their website. Because like I said, if you was to lay these out in front of me, there was no way I could have picked out which colors they were from the pictures on their website. They're that different. Maybe this one, because it was only brown that they had. This one would have been my favorite one of all of them. And I still am not even a big fan of it. It's the softest of all of them, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of... I mean, I'll work with it. I'll do a swatch with it later. But, yeah. I can definitely say that I won't rebuy it. I feel like the website's just not accurate on that. Okay. $5.99. No, I'm not going to do it. Let's see. I'll read you about it, though. The Moroccan Knights, this yarn has it all with its vivid ombre tones and 2-ply color twists with a bit of sparkle. Moroccan Knights will work up into a stunning accessories, accents to large project. As a number 3 lightweight yarn, it can be stitched into show-stopping garments. The blend is 98 acrylic, 2% polyester, 273 yards. 100-gram ball. Well, you know what? If your pictures were a bit more accurate, Lionbrand, you portrayed your yarn on your pictures to look better than what it really does. For this particular yarn, I am not impressed with that just by looking at it. I really honestly don't even want to crochet with it, because I already can tell you with my experience with yarn, that is not going to be that good. But I'll do it. Okay, now we're going to move on to a yarn that I've had before, but it's a new version of it. Trebu with sparkle. Now, I like their regular Trebu. So I assumed that I would probably like their sparkle yarn. Let's read about it. Lionbrand Trebu Sparkle. It's 195 yards or 178 meters of a lightweight 3. Lightweight 3 is something that I didn't like about the Trebu, but it isn't a really thin lightweight. 96% rayon from bamboo, 4% polyester. Machine wash, lay flat, dry. Made in PRC. It's made in China. The color I have here is called Night Sky. Night Sky. Yeah, that looks just like it does on the... Yeah, that photo's accurate. I don't know what we're on. These Moroccan Knights are not that cool. Okay, I had such high hopes for those. Anyways, now, I like Trebu in the sense that it is a bamboo, almost 100% bamboo. Now, the thing though is with bamboo, it does have a tendency to split regardless of what bamboo you buy. No matter where you buy it, a lot of them do split. And this one would be no exception, I can tell by looking at it. But if you look, you can see the hint of sparkle in it. Now, I think this is very pretty. Bamboo is very nice and soft. Softness factor is very nice. Even though it is a lightweight 3, which I don't like, lightweight 3s, it's not a super thin lightweight 3. So that would be one that I would be able to use. I do have some tutorials on my channel using the regular Trebu without the sparkle. This is the same. It's just they put that subtle hint of sparkle in it. It's actually quite pretty, and I do like it a lot. So this runs $5.99. You know, I never like the price of yarn anymore because they keep going up. But you know what? That's just what's bad. I'm just gonna have to say yarn is worth to what each person will pay for it. Is it worth $5.99 for 195 yards of bamboo? I know there's places I can get it cheaper without sparkle, but I have to pay high shipping. So it's probably an okay price. Bamboo works great for for summer projects. I think it's a really lightweight, airy yarn. Makes great tops for summer, lightweight shawls, stuff like that. So yes, it's gorgeous. And it has an excellent drape on it. Bamboo does. So yes, I like the Trebu, their regular Trebu, and I knew that I would like their sparkle. The sparkle is very subtle, almost a glisten, as I say. Very, very subtle in it. Can't tell it's there at all. So this one I like, and I knew that I would, but I actually thought I would like this one, and I don't really like it at all. But I will crochet with it, even though I don't want to. And then, have you guys seen Lionbrand's Sesame Street yarn? They had added another character. I had to get it because Abby Cadabby. Now, even though Abby Cadabby went on to Sesame Street at a later date when I was older, I still wanted to get her because she still is a Sesame Street character, a very popular one. And now I'm going to add her to the other 4 that I have on my shelf. I hope they get Snuffleupagus and stuff like that. Also, I'll be waiting for those. But these were $6.99. I just got one of these, and I've done a review already on this. This is just a new character that they added to their collection. And it's nostalgia for me. So that's why I always say it's hard to beat nostalgia. Sesame Street is what I watched every day before I went to kindergarten. Because when I went to kindergarten long ago, we only had to go half a day, and I didn't go to kindergarten until the afternoon. So I watched Sesame Street every day, and Mr. Rogers before I went to kindergarten. And then when I got home, I watched Bob Ross as a little girl on PBS. So I watched him paint. That is all I got. So this I got for nostalgia purposes, but I do have a more formal review, and I also made a hat out of this for my daughter out of a big bird, and I made a baby blanket out of 4 of them. You can check the tutorial out on my channel for that, I'll put the links below if I can remember. Okay, so that's what I got from Lionbrand. This video is too long. I just wanted to show you. Now, I like the Trebu. Definitely, I would rebuy it again, but it's more of a summer, spring yarn, so I probably won't buy again until then. This I got for nostalgia purposes. I won't use it. Some yarns I save. That it will be one of them. And this I got because I had high hopes for it, because the website's picture portrayed it to be something that it just wasn't. Doesn't do it for me. It's not doing it for me. I was so excited to get this. This blue one especially looks so gorgeous on their website. It is not. It's unrecognizable to their website picture. I'm very, very disappointed in this yarn. But I will do a more formal review. How about you look for that later on? I'll crochet something with it. Might change my mind. I don't think so, but we'll see. Thanks everybody for watching. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do another. I'm going to crochet with this after this video. So look for the more formal review of this, and I'll give it a rating scale on a 1 through 10 and how much I like this yarn. But I can tell you right now, with my yarn experience, it's not going to be very high. But that's okay. Lionbrand, you still make my favorite, most of my favorite yarns. Not everybody can bat 1,000 all the time. I always say that. I like most of your yarns. This one ain't doing it for me. But I'll crochet with it. It might change my mind. See you guys later in a little bit, okay? You watch out for the review of this Moroccan Knights. Bye, everybody.